close games, heated rivalry, that alone tells you how exciting this game is going to be. When you take good players on two teams and you put them in the same division, oh my gosh, look out. That's when you get exciting physical football, and I think that's what we'll see here.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
There's been all kinds of buildup and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. They'll run it here. Tackle down right around the 47.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Two tight ends on the field here. Intercepted! The tackle is made. He's taken teams from Indianapolis and Denver to the Super Bowl. He's quarterback Peyton Manning.
What a year Peyton Manning had for the Denver Broncos in 2013. Led up to the Super Bowl. Record numbers for the offense. Record numbers for him. It's just amazing what he does year in and year out.
Peyton over to Thomas. Demaryius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. The offense needs 2 yards here on third down following the incompletion.
Welker's in the slot. Ball's taking the handoff. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Boy, that was a promising drive for quite a while, and finally the defense steps up.
Yeah, the defense stepped up, but also, boy, that was a uninspired play call, I thought, on third down. Didn't give the offense a chance, and the defense took advantage of it.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Get ready.
Handoff made. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches.
They bring in the extra tight end.
Second down and 11.
Fights through that hit. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
When a coach can have a run that picks up those kind of yards, it gives them confidence, and they will show more and more patience with the running game. So the defense, they better dig in here.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Flip to the outside. Talib's all over the ball carrier. For the defense today, one of the best shutdown corners in the game today, Aqib Talib.
Yeah, he is. I think he's one of the top corners in the National Football League. And what makes him so unique, of course, he can cover receivers anywhere on the field, but he has great size for a corner. That makes him doubly tough to go against. A lot of times you look at the drag route, you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it was just short of getting the first down. What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. First down at the 34. Brings it into his body. They bring him to the turf.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
That's second down coming up. Double tight end formation.
Let's go.
The Raiders now move the chains.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
First down and 10. Got a hand on it. He'll force the incompletion.
Well, it's a good thing that linebacker knocked that pass down. I don't think he could have caught it. So if you can't catch it, knock it down so nobody else can catch it.
Let's go.
Second down and 10. And he's taken down.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
The Raiders this time will go with two tight ends. And they swap them again.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Signals right away. Fair catch. First down here. Peyton Manning will be taking this one from the gun. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Oh, my gosh. When you take those blindside hits, the first thing you think of as a quarterback when you get up, did somebody make a mistake, or did I make a mistake not seeing that guy coming?
Balls got it on the handoff. That brings the play to an end. The defense. offense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Third down and 12.
The quarterback, and that's a quick series, a 3-and-out.
We got to give that defense in front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Nice tackle. First down on the way. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
Miller's so strong, he can do everything on the field. He can rush the passer, beat up tackles, tight ends. How about defending this outside run that time? Stuffs it for no gain.
They'll go ground. Tackles made.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. Throwing now to his left. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Good piece of tackling.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
Ball lines up in the backfield. First down at the 21. Ball's going to secure the handoff. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
Ball's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. Manning's got it in the gun. Here's the throw, and it's off the mark. The incompletion stopped the clock, but 3rd and 8 still to come. Ball's in the backfield, single back set. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Manning complete as he finds Welker on that throw.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. He's tackled at the 28. The Raiders offense heads on to the field. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 28. This play will hold up. He's inbound.
Quarterbacks always love play-action passes. Why? Because it usually gives them a little more time to throw. When you get more time, you're going to make a better decision, and you're going to be more accurate.
Underneath and incomplete that time. Failing to complete that one. So, second down here. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Catch made. Gains 16.
When you see zone defenses, throw it into the open spaces. That's what the quarterback did that time. Good job by the receiver running in there and making the catch.
First down at the 38. Looking to go down the field here. That's an interception. That'll stop the play right there.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Ball's lined up as the single back.
Here's Sanders. And Sanders is stopped there.
That's a good job by the wide receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Second down and 4.
Has his target.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 25.
Gains 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Broncos will go with the pistol on this play. The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. Looking to the right side and throwing.
Thomas tackled down at the 31.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Manning's back in shotgun formation. Still not taken down. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Raiders get ready to start their drive. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Picks up maybe 3.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Raiders take it from the 23, and that'll gain just a few yards.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running them.
Let's go.
The Raiders snap it up at the 26. Takes it on the counter. Jones-Drews brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game, because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
And now here's the toss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And he's intercepted. He's stacked up at that point.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Offense lines up here. Quick drop back.
Has his man. Taken down just 2 yards short of the first.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football on first down. Usually, it's the easiest defense to throw against. They do a nice job that time. They get some good yards, and it's almost a first down.
Second down and 2.
They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos will take the snap from the 25. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos offensive line, they had a mental mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go unblocked. It leads to a tackle for a loss of yards on the carry.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
And they're all over him at the
18-yard line. The Raiders ready to take over the football. We're getting close to the 2-minute warning. Time for one more play. Heading right. He's tackled at the 32. New set of downs coming up. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. First down here after the run. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Gains 11. And if you look at the numbers we have here, you really expect to be winning a game when a running back is having this type of a first half.
Boy, don't you ever. When you dominate on the offensive side, especially in the run game, you do expect to be winning. You have to go to your defense and say, stop them just one time. Give us a chance.
The Raiders take it from the 43. Throws to the right. Reaches out and grabs it. Gains 20. Here's a look now at a tight end who has been heavily featured in the passing game so far, partner.
Yeah, he has been featured. And look, it's such a tough job for the linebackers today. Now they expect them to cover tight ends who can run like wide receivers. Then they say, oh, no, when it's not a pass, go up there and stop the run. Hard to do both. So this tight end's having great success so far.
No one in sight. Has the grab. And he's brought to the ground.
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look for the open space when you throw against zones. That's what he did, and he got the nice completion.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. On the money. That's a touchdown.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game in the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
The Raiders for the point after. Inside of the uprights. The Broncos are hoping for the big return to set up some scoring possibilities before the intermission, as they've now fallen behind. The score's 7-3. He'll have a chance to take off. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Broncos offense now coming out. Ball lines up in the backfield. First down at the 24. Over to Welker. Caught. Has the first. The Broncos call a timeout. Their first. Offense lines up here. Dropping back now into the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
That's a good job by the quarterback that time. He breaks the pocket under pressure. But look at the hustle of the defense. They are all over him. And as he throws it away, he takes it. Boy, that's a big hit.
Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw. Now looking at third down. Welker's lined up in the slot. Manning's going to take it from the gun. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
So that's going to do it for the first half. Raiders are up in this one. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20. The Broncos come onto the field for their next series. Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Ball lines up in the backfield. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Manning sends it to Welker.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
He's brought to a halt.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down and 5. He's looking to intercepted. Space to work. 6 for the Raiders.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Raiders for the point after. And the point after is good. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. Bolden's got it on the return. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Gains 18.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Ball's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Finds Thomas. Thomas is tackled, but earns a new set of downs.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
The Broncos have it at the 34. Peyton Manning looking down the field. Touchdown. That'll close the gap.
Touchdown Broncos.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
And so they convert it here on the 2-point try. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. First down coming up. Reaches out and snatches it. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. It hasn't always been pretty today. There have been a number of miscues, but they're still leading at this point.
Jim, that's the point. They are still leading. Now the quarterback's got to change his football game and manage it and make sure he doesn't make any more mistakes to hurt his football team. He's been taking chances, and he's been getting burned.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Gains 14.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Looking to the right side and throwing. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The catch is made, and there's only 2 yards to be found right there. Big and open. That's what this tight end's been today, Phil.
Yeah, we see it more and more. Tight ends getting the football from their quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going against linebackers. They're faster and usually bigger than the linebackers. That's matchups you love on the field. Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
The Raiders will cover this up as their defense comes out now. It's first down as they head to the line. Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Throws the pass. The ball is jarred loose. Recovery by the offense. Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
Peyton Manning under center, looking to go up top again on first down. Finds Thomas. Thomas is tackled down at the 45.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Balls handed the football. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
It's now second down. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. To the outside. The catch is made.
The Broncos look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Ball's going to take the handoff now.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. The Broncos from the 32. To the ground.
My gosh, you talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both pulled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
Manning out of the gun. And they knock the quarterback to the ground.
Well, when you see the defense is going to blitz and you can't pick it up, as a quarterback, you've got to change the pass protection. Remember, protect yourself at all times. He didn't do it, so he goes down.
The Raiders getting ready now to start their drive. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. He's brought down.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Second down now. It's a 2 tight end formation. They run the counter play. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
The Raiders really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
First and 10. And here's the toss. And now
will be on the other side of the 50 after this play. You see the matchup at running back, and while only one side has really been able to count on that run game, it's still a very close game.
Yeah, it is, Jim. Close game here, and also that can happen when you talk about run games. They're going to go up and down, and if you're having trouble running the football, then change.
Fumble. Recovery by the defense.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. First down at the 49. He'll fire it out to the left. Couldn't get it past the defensive line. That leads us to second down. Offense lines up here.
Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Here's Sanders. Gets about 9 on the play.
Nice job by the quarterback. Nobody open down the field. He throws it short. It does not get a first down, but it sure makes third down a lot easier.
So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. Third down coming up.
Manning comes out in the pistol. Ball's taking the handoff.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. All set to punt here. If he makes it, the game is tied. Looks like a false start penalty.
False start, offense.
The Broncos can tie the game up with a successful field goal right here.
An empty possession for the offense.
Well, Jim, you got to think missing that field goal try would have tied the game if he made it. It's going to come back and haunt this team somewhere later on.
The final quarter begins with this snap.
In on the stop. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this is the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
The Raiders take it from the 43, and he gains maybe 3.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Good job of knowing the situation on the offensive side. Third and short. Don't look for a big run. Just get enough to get a first down and get those chains moving.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 36. Middle. He's tackled right at the 36. After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now second down and 10. The jumbo set on the field. Looking across the middle. Ball's thrown incomplete. Great coverage there by the defense.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it. What a job in that.
Gains 20.
Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Beautiful timing that time by the safety. That's what it's about when you talk about blitzing. Space the field properly so the safety has a lane to run into, and timing the snap of the ball. They did everything right that time. Good job of the safety getting that sack. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Airtight coverage. Incomplete.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
And that pass is deflected by Talib.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal. Close game here. You want to get a touchdown. That's what you want. You come away with 3, that's going to be a big disappointment for your offense.
3rd and goal from the 5. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got 3rd and goal. Not a lot of room for receivers to work in, but the quarterback and receiver, they're on the same page. Good throw and catch.
The Raiders with the PAT to come.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. And he'll start his return.
And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line.
Number 31.
The Broncos getting set now for their next series.
First down at the 33. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. The defense gets the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Manning sends it to Welker. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
He's going to try and return this punt. They bring him down at the 29-yard line. First down here. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Halfway through the 4th, Miller's able to swat the pass away.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Could have been intercepted that time by Moore.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it and you just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Sticks to his hands.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
Finds his mark, and the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the coach that time going forward on 4th down. His team is up here in the second half. He wants to keep momentum on his side. That's why he goes for it, and they get it.
1st and 10.
The ball comes out, and it's a takeaway.
The tackle is made.
The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job. Jim, you can't tell the difference between the quarterback and the center. They're both retreating about as fast as you can go. That time the center gets run over, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Manning from the gun. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Welker's a receiver in the slot. And incomplete. The defense does its job forcing fourth down in a hurry.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Makes the reception. Ooh, they failed to pick up the first, and the ball will go back to the other side.
Good job by the offense. They're in the red zone. They're down by more than 7, but the defense, can you stop them and just give up the field goal try?
Two tight ends on the field here. Now 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the handoff.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
They bring in the extra tight end. That's Vickerson making the stop. After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Double tight end formation. Throw to the left. Finds his mark. And that's a gain of 9. Timeouts called. We're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Get ready.
Got touchdown. Still on his feet.
That was a good job on that touchdown that time, and I'll tell you, there's nothing like being on top of the other team and make them chase you.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. The point after try is in the books. The Raiders have the football resting on the tee, and they're about to send it down the way. What a stand by the defense. Turning it over on downs and giving the offense a great starting point from which they took advantage and put points on the board. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Broncos come to the line, starting this drive at the 28. Manning's lining up in the pistol. First down at the 28. Finds Thomas. And that's a 2-yard gain. And here we have 2nd down. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Manning's got it in the gun. Welker tackled down. First down here after the completion. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. A sloppy 5-yard penalty on the false start.
False start, offense.
They face first down. Manning's going to be in the pistol here. Catch made. They bring him to the turf. 2nd down. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation.
Manning's back in shotgun formation. Launching it deep. That ball has been picked off. Breaks the tackle. That brings the play to an end.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
First down and 10. He takes it on the counter.
And he's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard and makes a good block. Hard sometimes as an offensive coordinator to call plays to catch the defense off guard when you're winning and it's late in the game. So they played it very predictable there. The defense was ready, nowhere to go.
Gets it again.
Brought down at the 47-yard line.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Bill, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Tim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs if they want to control the pace of the game. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. Now we'll take you out to O.Co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
The Raiders are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And Nick Novak is set now to get this game underway. Right at about the 28-yard line. So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. They break through. Tackle him behind the line.
Setting the defense today, a former first-round pick out of Illinois is Corey Legett.
Yeah, he's so nimble for a big guy. You look at that body, and it is big. He is talented, but what a pair of feet. He can run you over or go around you. Well, quarterbacks know on third down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
Nice tackle. Raised in Alabama, educated at NC State. Here is quarterback Phillip Rivers. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Ryan Matthews takes the handoff. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage and a loss of 1. Here's the starting offense with a receiving core that can be so dangerous in a game like this. Second and 11. Brings it in. Picks up about 2. And here's a look at the defensive line that will try to control the trenches today.
Woodhead lined up in the backfield. Rivers out of the gun. Rivers over to Malcolm Floyd.
So with that play, they move into enemy territory and driving here early stages.
Well, look, I'm going to blame the defense. They're being so passive. You got to go out there and take some chances. If you don't, this offense is going to keep marching down the field.
And Matthews is tackled down after a gain of 15, imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
Well, we talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one, and right now, the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
Woodhead, and a run right up the middle.
Woodhead's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Matthews lined up in the backfield. Out of the shotgun.
Out to the left. He's got the catch. That's a gain of 8.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Floyd's in the slot. First and 10. Rivers keeps it. And he's taken down.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Rivers will take the snap from the gun.
Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. Tackles made.
Well, the defense always says, let's cause some fumbles. Then when you cause it, and you're not able to recover it, that is one emotional letdown.
Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. They've got him again.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
First down, offense readying for the snap. It's a two tight end formation. The give out of the eye. Good for only a yard.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
The Raiders go with two tight ends on this play. That's a gain of only a yard. After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Here's the handoff to Maurice Jones-Drew. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. They're set to punt it away now. Allen's got it on the return. And that's a gain of maybe 5. First down here. The Chargers come out and a bunch set. Rivers out of the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. The Chargers have it at the 34. Secures it with two hands.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
Rivers is going to take it from the gun. Trying to work that left side. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Oh, man, Jim, this just drives everybody crazy. The fans, even announcers like you and I, it's 3rd and short, and you throw and complete the pass, but it's still not enough to get the first down.
First down on the way. Two tight ends on the field here. Catch made. Good piece of tackling.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
First down at the 43. Makes the reception. The Raiders get a first down.
Good job by the receiver running into that defense through the zone, finding the open space and making a nice catch.
They come to the line, and it's first down. They bring in the extra tight end. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. A takeaway. That'll stop the play right there.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Matthews lined up in the backfield. Ball is out.
stacked up at that point.
You got to protect the football on the offensive side. When you don't protect it, the way these defensive players can run, you're going to get in trouble, and that time it results in a fumble.
Double tight end formation. 1st and 10. They'll go ground, and he's brought to the ground.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. And that gains a few.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
This is 3rd down. Right back to him once more. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
And he mucks it. The ball's on the ground.
Oh, that was close, wasn't it? The return team, they don't block anybody, but very fortunate to recover their own fumble.
And Matthews is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. The Chargers will take the snap from the 30.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
There's nothing like a big hit. When you get it and it connects, it gives your defense some emotion. Look at the guys, how they're jumping around. Hey, that gets everybody excited.
Royals lined up in the slot. Rivers out of the gun. Makes the reception. Browns taken down at the 33.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a 1st down.
3rd and 7.
And Malcolm Floyd with some nice hands brings in the bullet pass.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Phillip Rivers has it under center.
And Matthews
Is lined up in a single back formation.
interception.
And that's a gain of 13.
Most NFL linebackers, they're borderline good enough to be a running back, and they got the hands of defensive backs. Here's a good case. What a fine catch on the interception by the linebacker.
Charging ahead. Johnson's in on the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
The Raiders from the 37. The give. And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
3rd down. Offense lines up here.
They feed it to him one more time.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Raiders are set to punt.
And Ingram's tackled down at the 29.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
1st down coming up.
The Royals going to get set in the slot for this snap. After a short delay, now they'll run it.
Matthews is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
2nd down and 7. And the carry to Ryan Matthews. Brought down at the 32.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
3rd and 7.
And there's Gates. Tackles made, and the 1st down is picked up.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Split backfield here. Split backfield here. First down at the 40. Throws to the right. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Browns lined up now as a slot receiver. The Chargers will take the snap from the 40. And he's forced to the ground.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Offense lines up here. From the shotgun. Again, he's been under fire all game.
You got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. Cypress called on the punt. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Raiders come onto the field now for this next series. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They give it to him on the counter, and that picks up 3.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. It's a 2 tight end formation. To the ground. That's Legion with the tackle.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run. The Raiders bring in an extra tight end for this play. Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here, and a gain of 4. The Chargers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Not far from a first down. They're going to go for it. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. And it's Eric Weddle who makes the tackle. The Raiders roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Tosses the football. He's tackled right at the 31.
Outside runs take time, and when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
2 tight ends on the field here. Takes another handoff. He's brought to a halt.
Raiders offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Throws the stiff arm, and he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
Good job getting the first down by the offense. And look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the sideline a little longer. That's what they're hoping for.
And that pass is swatted away, incomplete.
That is so tough to do, to be that close to these receivers and deflect the pass without getting a penalty. Good job.
The jumbo set on the field. The Raiders take it from the 33. The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. They're back in the line after that catch for a first down.
Let's go.
And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. He'll throw it over the middle. Pass is intercepted. He's brought down.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
We'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Now 1st and 10.
That picks up 11.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. The Chargers ready to return the kick.